Well, hi everybody. I wanted to do a video real quick. When you type in the word SHTF meals or like food preps, all you get is people talking about buy this can of food or buy this or buy Mylar bags, which I have here. So I've already done that, which most people will do that. They'll buy them. They'll panic buy and well, I wouldn't say panic buy, but they'll buy them. And well, one of the things that I don't see that much of, I cut into one of my bags, my Mylar bags, got my rice. This is like a trial thing. It's better to prepare now for the things that I am setting myself up for to make mistakes now versus when things go bad. This is what I'm stuck with, and I'm having to learn and do as I'm going. And when I cook, I like throwing a little bit of everything in there. All right, I got some cayenne pepper because I like to know I'm eating something hot. I got some brown ginger because I like the taste that it gives. The curry powder, I don't really I don't really taste the curry powder, but I put it in there for my joints. Joints as in fingers and stuff, not joints that you smoke. Um, and then red pepper flakes, that's kind of just as a thing to put in there. And then the rosemary, bay leaves, and then here's this. Put it all in there, a little bit at a time. The ginger, I'm just going to put a little bit in there. I mean just a little bit. Cayenne pepper, I like to know I'm eating my food. And then the ginger, or the curry, I'll put a lot of that in there. Not a whole bunch of red pepper flakes. Those crushed rosemary. Basil, I love basil. That'll go good with the sausage in there. And then, oh, it's oregano leaves. Put that in there. Let it all. Grab this. I was using my cooking knife earlier. It all stirred up. What I put in here as a meal, you can substitute the meat out if you want to, but I like sausage. This is what I had here at the house, so this is what I used in my meal preps. And to be honest, I'd probably end up doing something similar to this, because coming in the summer, I'm going to have a garden. I'm going to have potatoes. I'm going to have onions. I'm going to have a lot of the stuff except for the meat. I'm not going to have the meat, because I don't have any chickens or anything like that just yet. But I'd imagine that, you can make a sausage out of just about anything, I think. But don't hold me to it. But this right here is something that I'm making now, so that way if something goes bad, and for whatever reason I've got an emergency, I've got food on hand. To me, I mean, I don't really like, investing in the stock market, because it's not a guarantee. This is a guarantee right here. I can't eat stuff that's at the stock market. I mean, I just can't. There's just no way around it. I can't get there. I can't even get there. I don't even honestly know where the stock market's at. I think it's on Wall Street, but or the stock exchange or something like that's on Wall Street. But I mean, that's it. That's all I really know. I wouldn't even know what side of the street or any of that. And to be honest, I don't really care to know. I don't have any desire to know about any of that. But this is my meal that I'm making. It has carrots, onions, potatoes, all the spices and seasonings over there, and Hillshire smoked sausage. The sausage was fully cooked before I put it in here. The sausage was actually the first thing to go in, and I kind of feel like I made a mistake. I should have started cooking the potatoes before I put that in there. Just simply because it's going to take longer now. And then over here, gotta let it sit. I've got a lot of rice. I'm gonna mix it all together. You know, it ain't gonna be like no freaking 5-star or 6-star freaking meal. But you know what? I'm hungry. And I mean, this is gonna taste fairly good. I mean, a lot of this stuff I eat already. And this is just kind of something I'm throwing together. You know, when things go bad, this is going to be something that a lot of people are going to do. And there's a term for this. It's not a derogatory term or anything. It's called slop. You just throw it together, and you get slop. You know, I mean, there was I had heard that growing up as a kid. My mom made it. It was put together with hamburger and macaroni elbows, and there was a little bit of onion, and there was a whole bunch of other stuff that I can't even remember what was in it. But it was really freaking good. And this is, to be honest, doing stuff like this is how people get more recipes, you know, for stuff to add to the family recipe book. It really and honestly is. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stir this up quite a bit so that way I get the potatoes cooked all the way. But yeah, I figured I'd make a video, you know, to show everybody that, you know, what I prep for is also what I do. You know, because I see a lot of people just say, oh, prep with this, do this, and kind of, you know, kind of like fear mongering kind of thing. I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that. You know, if you are interested in it, I'm trying to put out my knowledge, the knowledge that I have for people to use. And, you know, it's just like, there's a guy I'm subscribed to, Janel, says, if, what does he say? He says, prep like, what is it? It's, man, I'm gonna have to look it back up. It was something about, prepare. Alright, I'm just going to stop. I don't remember exactly what it was. Knowing my luck, I'll remember it as soon as I cut off this video. But this is a meal that I'm going to post. And to be honest, the meat could be anything. You know, carrots can be grown in the city. Potatoes can be grown in frickin' tires in the city. Onions can be grown in the city. You can get, there's like a wild grass that tastes just like onions that's around here in my area. I mean, if you know, just like my other video about wild plants and nuts and whatnot to eat, this would be great. This is a slop type meal that you could just put together. You know, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it. I mean, it's nothing fancy, but, I mean, it's food. You know, and then the rice, I just got on YouTube and did the whole, I had a pretty decent sized pan. I did 3 cups of water, 2 cups of rice. So 3 to 2 ratio for rice. Now I gotta remember that, 3 to 2. And This right here, I've got it turned down on fairly on low, but let it all cook and simmer, and I'll eventually stir it around, let it cook a little bit more. Don't get the onions, that like that sauteed flavor of the onions on the potatoes. And then the carrots that are in here, I think that would taste pretty freaking good. That, and I kind of want it to be real saucy, so that way when I add in the rice, it's not, how can I say it, it's not all gonna like clump and stick together and whatnot. But this is the meal that I'm gonna eat. I'm pretty sure, you know, I mean, I'm gonna get a couple comments like, yeah, you should have done this and done that. Well, it's the whole part of learning for me is trial and error. There is no greater way for anybody to learn than just doing it. I mean, you can talk about doing it and be really a really good talker and a really good speaker, but you could have horrible like hand-eye coordination or just even common sense. Common sense is like gold in today's society. I don't think I have a lot of common sense, but I mean, I'm all right, I guess. But I'm gonna end this video because I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see me putting lids back on jars and then finishing dishes. And yes, that is my AR. It's my Franklin Armory AR. It's a 18 and a half inch barrel. It's pretty freaking sweet. I'll have to do a video on that sometime. I remember the first time I took that out to my local range, I got kicked completely out of it. And yeah, they did call the sheriff's department on me over that, but I'm getting way off topic. And I'll probably have another video coming out, you know, talking about gun ranges and how people act, and you know, I mean, there's a ton of videos out there about it, and I'll give my opinion. This is my opinion on gun ranges video that I'm gonna have coming up after this one. So man, I can't even snap my fingers, they're so wet. But I'm gonna have to get off here. Hope everybody has a really good day. This is my meal prep that I'm gonna have, and if I really like this, I'll put it in containers, and no, shit, I can't freeze it. I wouldn't have a way to freeze it. I mean, I have a freezer, but I don't think it would freeze very good. But, alright, well, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.